You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
On this motherfucking plane! Now we got drinks? Oh, stay free.
It all sounds like some bad movie.
All right.
All right.
Well, hello there.
Hi. What? Are we all right?
Yeah, baby.
Okay. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing better than the movie we watched.
Well, welcome to Moviesucktastic.
At least I think I am. I don't know about after watching this thing, though. Need a drink before we even get started. Anyhow.
But why, Joey? But why?
The trees and the branches and the rain. What? Why?
Hang on.
Oh, hey now.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
So, this is Moviesucktastic. Oh, it's just a shadow. I thought I had done my shirt. And we're reviewing Oscar films, and this is the last two. This episode and the next one, we're almost done reviewing all of the Oscar Best Picture films.
That is correct.
And this one is The Father. From 2020. And so you want to start, Joey?
Sure.
I think you've got something to say.
What I want to start out with is it's aside from the film very quickly. I don't know if you noticed that Godzilla vs. Kong actually made real money at the box office.
I saw a headline that a snarky headline that made me assume it made a lot of money.
So, I mean, this film came out on March 31st, and it actually came out on a Wednesday, which is March 31st. But then the weekend of, which was April 2nd through the 4th, Easter weekend, it actually made $31 million domestically in this country, which the last time a movie made any kind of money like that was last March. It was an entire year ago, right before the pandemic shut everything down.
Yeah.
And I think it was Onward made that kind of money. I believe that was like the last one. And then Sonic the Hedgehog the month before. It's like the biggest movie of the year. Because it was like nothing else could be released.
Now, I will say, I am not surprised that Kong versus Godzilla did well, because I liked the last Kong film.
I did too. And
I liked the last Godzilla film.
I did too.
I really thought they were, this whole thing that they set up, like their own...
well, they're trying to do. They're trying to do a monster verse.
Yeah, we got like a Gaiju universe.
Sure.
Gaiju.
Gesundheit.
What do they call them? The giant monsters now. They call them kaiju.
I don't remember.
All right.
Don't ask me to remember that, because I don't. But where I'm actually going with it is, I think very shortly, because Scott and I talked about doing the finger list again, we might actually be going in that direction. We might actually be doing that in the next, like, maybe 2 months. Because in the next 2 months, we're looking at June. And I've already seen a Fast and Furious 9 trailer. You know, I already know that's going to make money, pandemic or not.
Yeah, I mean, we're at a point where things are opening up enough where there's some revenue stream, and I don't even want. That's all I got to say.
Well,
about
I
that.
mean, listen, it may never go back to the way it was
Don't-
ever. It may
I
never.
said I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
So, but
I want to talk about the movie.
Well, here's the thing: people may only want to risk their lives in the summer to go to movies. Like that might be what we're looking at.
Yeah.
You know,
so let's
we're talking for our May through August. That's when you go and you pack your theaters because the numbers are always down. Even when before a vaccine, the numbers were way down in the summer months. So, you maybe 3 to 4 months out of the year is the only time movies will make money, real money. I don't know. The Father. The Father. So this is a film that's nominated for Best Picture. Anthony Hopkins is nominated for Best Actor, which is completely deserved. There is the man could be looking at an Oscar nomination. The guy's like in his early 80s.
But he got the nomination.
I'm sorry, a win. He may be looking at a win. I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Hopkins walks away with Best Actor for this.
No. He's my favorite right now, mainly because this film tore my soul out
Well,
and like ate it in front of me. At the last 10 minutes of this film destroyed me.
I'll tell you
Just
what.
utterly.
I'll tell you what. I knew that you said that last week briefly.
Now,
I did not get that way watching this. And I'm not saying that it won't happen, but it didn't happen to me.
Let me just briefly state that this film is up for Best Adapted Screenplay. And
Is this a stage play?
It's adapted from a stage play.
Because it felt like it. It felt like it, and it. I can see the stage play. I can see it. I can see it performed.
So was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So was I could have sworn. I'm iffy on one, but yeah, there's a few.
The stage play, was that performed mainly in London?
I don't know.
I bet it was. So anyway, Anthony Hopkins is going through either
Kind of
early onset dementia, Alzheimer's, combination of the two, one or the other. He is starting to head down a road where he is losing his memory. He is not recognizing people. He is not recognizing himself in some instances. And I can be completely sympathetic for anyone that is going through something like this. It's never affected me personally. Other things have. It's probably one of the reasons why,
not that you remember.
Not that I can remember. That I can feel sympathetic for anyone that is. And this film, it will tug at the heartstrings big time. So throughout the film, it feels like they do such an amazing job. And I don't think this is any kind of a spoiler, but they do such an amazing job to make you think. You get to see and feel basically what he is going through because of the way it is filmed and the way it is shown on screen. And there are moments that you even see twice because that's what's happening to him.
Well, yeah. So what in the story or the play plays out where certain scenes happen again. There's different actors swapping roles, and so you're just like the main character. You're left wondering which, if any, of these memories is the reliable one.
Right.
Where's my grounding? And the film doesn't really do it 100%. Like you kind of have a grounding who the real.
You absolutely do, because if you look, there are pictures on the wall or on his desk or by his bed, and you could see those. One is very clear where you can actually see it, so you know who his two real daughters are.
Right, and we're not made privy to some of the stuff that we're not shown all of the different realities either. Like, we see some of those scenes. We'll see the person they replace Olivia Colman with, but when his memories, when he references memories, we have no idea which ones are fake and which ones are real.
Right.
I mean, that's a bit babbly of me.
And then also they do a really good job to make you feel and think, even if it's very brief, that everything that you're seeing is happening in like one day or a couple of days, because that's what he thinks is happening.
But even that's disjointed, because again, he'll be going through this whole day thing, and all of a sudden someone's like, "It's 11 o'clock. What are you doing?" So, "Why you need pajamas?" Says, but he even we even have that thing. It's light, it's dark. There's no real concept of time because it's really breaking down. You don't remember. Your whole life is just left to these snippets that you can't even confirm anymore. Don't even know.
Exactly.
You lose grip of any kind of
and it's
reality.
It's really a juggernaut of a performance by Anthony Hopkins.
Everything's very subdued.
Oh yeah. It's muted in a way. Mm-hmm. Especially because, like you said, the storylines, they intersect, and it's what he thinks. He keeps talking about his flat. That is that and his watch are the two main things. Even near when he's at his worst, he reflects on the fact that he's still wearing his watch, and that is a positive thing, because if he wasn't, it would have meant to him that he was completely gone. So it's little things like that.
I don't know about the direct link, but
no, I'm talking about how his watch to him is almost like a lifeline. He keeps nearly, not every scene, but quite often in the film, his watch, and the fact that he's wearing it and that it's on him is almost like a safe place mentally for him. Like I said, even at his worst, he's wearing his watch, and he even makes notion to it. He goes, "Well, I'm wearing my watch. That's a good thing," because to him, it means that he's not completely lost yet. You didn't think that when
I don't think the watch is as significant as you're making it, but everything you're saying is correct. I just don't lend any more credence to any other aspect of him trying to get control of his surroundings. The same things keep coming up over and over again. His daughter.
It may not be the most important, but the watch is brought up enough times for me to truly feel that it does have some significance.
Well, yeah, just as much as just as much as everything else. The dead daughter. There's a lot of repetition in this.
Right.
Now, one thing I do want to point out is, remember we were talking earlier about Nomadland, and
yes.
I expressed my distaste with this kind of film where we're going to draw attention to it by bringing in real people, and it's like a pseudo documentary style, and there's something about that that's right with me. So this is a perfect example. You could take this idea of the father.
Right.
And you could film it like that. You could just make it as real as possible.
You really could.
But I challenge you that this is 10 times more soul-crushing. Because it's like a purification. That's what art is. Art distills into a moment of a wider subject or a wider tone. This is like taking 100 of those. Just here's a real person. Hi, how you doing? And it's just like no. Here's an experience of a life dying. Oh shit. Yeah. This gets my attention more. Again, like the topic. I never would have watched it for the topic, but having seen the film, this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying don't just try to film reality. Give me a movie.
Absolutely.
Or play. Same concept.
I would love to have seen this as a stage play. Maybe who knows? Maybe it was released in some way that you could watch it, even say on DVD or Blu-ray. I doubt it, but it's possible that it's out there. Maybe even due to the popularity of this film, it'll surface. Mm-hmm. So I would love to. I would love to see it, and I would love to know where it was actually performed too.
Yeah.
So,
but it's a great film.
It's an excellent film. It really is. And you know what? It's the shortest film of all the nominations, and it should be. It should be. It's an hour and 36 minutes, but to the credits, it's probably about an hour and 31. So for everything that it involves, everything that it gives you, and then say takes away, it takes 90 minutes to do so. This isn't a type of film that should be longer, I feel. I think if it was 2 hours or even longer, it wouldn't work. It would just be too long. I can guarantee you the stage play isn't more than 90 minutes. I guarantee it. But this is one of the best films that we are reviewing, I feel.
Well, let's talk about it. What's it nominated for?
It's Best Actor for Anthony Hopkins.
Hands down.
Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Olivia Colman.
Well, let's see. Hit each group real quick. Best Actor.
Yes.
You think he wins?
Well, who's he up against? He is up against Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Chadwick Boseman, Gary Oldman for Mank, Stephen Yeun for Minari. Now, they might go posthumously for Chadwick Boseman. They really might. Not that it's not deserved. I haven't seen the film. But in my opinion, Anthony Hopkins is the person to beat. He really is. He is the front runner.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So then it's also nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Olivia Colman. And she's up against Maria Bakalova from the Borat sequel, which... this is one of those, it's an honor to be nominated.
It's an honor to be nominated.
That's really what that is. She will be more prominently featured in other films, I'm sure, because of that. Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, which I haven't seen, but you have, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's also up for Worst Supporting Actress as a Razzie as well.
For the same film.
Yeah, so very interesting.
That's interesting. Amanda Seyfried for Mank.
Right.
And she was good in that. She was really good in that. Oh, yeah. And Yoo Jung-yoon for Minari, which play Stephen Yeun's wife in that film. To be honest, I think you're going back and forth between Olivia Colman and Amanda Seyfried. But because Olivia Colman won Best Actress a couple of years ago, I'm always playing the politic end. They might give it to Amanda Seyfried because she was excellent in Mank. But
I agree with you that those are the top two.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the top two. And right now, if you put my feet to the fire, I'd probably go Amanda Seyfried for Mank. Although you never know how they're going to vote. But it is between those two. There's no doubt in my mind. Mm-hmm. Film editing. Which, well, I mean, it does have very good film editing because of the different cuts, the way it's done, where he's talking to his daughter, and then, the next shot, it's somebody else playing the daughter, and it's done very seamlessly. It's done very well. So I film editing, what's that up against? Let's find out. So you've got The Father for film editing. You have Nomadland. You have Promising Young Woman. You have Sound of Metal and The Trial of the Chicago 7. I'd probably go Chicago 7 just because it's a courtroom drama and you really need to keep that snare drum tight, if you want the pacing to be proper for something like that.
And it is good. The pacing in that does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but to be honest, you might be going The Father, Promising Young Woman, and Chicago 7. I think those are your three, and I'd be leaning towards Chicago 7. Having seen The Father and Promising Young Woman, I'd probably go The Father next. and Promising Young Woman third. That's what I would guess.
I got no arguments with that.
All right. And then Best Achievement in Production Design. What's that up against?
It's up
Production
against
Design.
Ma Rainey's
Black
Mank.
Bottom. You know, it's this period piece. That's,
Yeah.
you know, that you really feel like, you know, the underground jazz and music performances that they have in that, and the, you know, just the production put into making you feel like it's, I think it's 30s or 40s. That is that time period, I think.
This is another one though that could go to Mank.
It probably is.
Because it's an exemplification of set design, production design, considering
Well, and also
what
because
it's mimicking.
Exactly, Citizen Kane. Tenet, it's an honor to be nominated. Nomination. Although the set design in that film, I still haven't seen it, looks amazing. But yeah, it's probably going to go to Mank. I can guarantee you it goes to Mank, because 99% of this film takes place in his flat. If you really think about it, his flat, very briefly, a couple of outdoor shots, and his hospital room. And that's kind of it.
There's the mansion shots. There's more than you think.
The majority is the flat, though.
Nah, not really.
No, yes. No, the majority... Dude, come on.
Not majority. No, I'm
Like,
telling you.
90% of the film takes place in the flat.
No.
I watched it today. Like,
90
an hour ago I finished watching it.
90% of Mank does not take place.
No, I'm talking about the father.
Oh, the father. Oh, no, the whole film. Yeah.
Okay, now we're on the same page. No, Mank is all over the place.
You switched from Mank to back to the father so quickly, I didn't even catch it.
Well, when I said flat, but although, I don't know. Anyway, yes, no, the father mostly takes place in the flat. That's why I think the production for that, it's good, but there's less to do. It takes place nearly in one spot.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in Mank, it's all over the place. And then the New York shots and the California shots, where it looks like it's 1930s, you know, 1940s, you know, era. It does a really good job. So I think it goes to Mank. All right, what else? And of course, Best Picture. And
Okay.
And obviously, it's up against Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. Do I think this wins Best Picture? No, I don't.
No.
Did I like it quite a bit?
But
yes, I did.
But I think it would have been one of the final five.
Absolutely would have been one of the final five. Did not get a nomination for its director, though. So you know how I feel about that. This could be one of those films that might have made the final five without a best director, which is very, very rare, but it does happen. So, yeah, my whole theory, in case anyone is interested, is your best director usually matches your best picture. No, they are interested. Don't worry. So,
all right. No need to throw stuff around.
All right. So, I mean, and it's also, aside from Promising Young Woman, which we will review next, it's the highest rated film of all the Oscars. Mm-hmm. It's sitting at 8.3, which I feel is very deserved.
Yeah.
I'd almost go 9 on this. Like, I could be talked into a 9 because Anthony Hopkins' performance is that good. But I wouldn't fight an 8. Let's put it that way.
I feel an 8 is reasonable.
Then I'm okay with an 8. I really feel an 8 is this is a very, very good film. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So.
And done.
And Promising Young Woman is actually at 7.5. We'll get into that next. And we'll talk about why it's 7.5 and why it probably should be higher. So. All right. So I guess we're done with this one. Yeah.
Who under 18 is watching this movie? Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Oddly enough, under 18 there are 59 ratings for the father. All right?
Uh-huh.
48 of them are male. Only 7 were female.
Oh. Under 18.
Yeah.
Who knows why you get the reviews like you do? It's like maybe someone is...
Well, that's a vast shift. I mean, you know...
It is. I mean, maybe somebody is heading into, I don't know, that profession, and they figured this is a good way to... or maybe it's like, I've seen the stage play.
Which profession? The caretaker or being old?
Under 18? Yeah, no, it would be...
Yeah, that's what I want to do with my life. Yeah.
Or it's like, maybe I should watch this to see if I really do want to do this with my life. No.
Do what?
Take care of somebody.
No, it's not a huge part of the movie.
No, it really isn't. All right, I'm good with an 8. Let's go ahead and end this, and we'll move on to the next episode.
I think it's a good idea.
I think so. Wow, record time on this episode.
Banging it out.
Banging them out. All right, everybody. Moviesucktastic.com. Go there. Listen to our shows. Download the shows. You can get the Android app for your phone. You can go to moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk, and you can get that on your phone. Or you can go out and you get your favorite podcast player. Just do a search for us in that and subscribe. It's that easy. And then you have a podcast player for other cool podcasts too. It's not just for us, it's for everyone. Enjoy. You can go to our iTunes page, and you can download the show or listen to it there as well. You can also leave us voicemail at 908-514-4470. If you want to leave us email, it's themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. And just do a search for Moviesucktastic in your favorite browser, and you'll find us for sure. You have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, wear a fucking mask.
That's a good plan. I like that one. Because we're never getting back to normal. But if you wear a mask...
Not if everybody doesn't wear a fucking mask.
Well, COVID's never going away, dude. But if you wear a fucking mask...
Never say never.
Never say never. This is true. But if you wear a mask, it'll go away enough.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, no, it's never going away. We're probably wearing masks for another year. Yeah, we could be done wearing masks. Let's put it that way. But whatever. Let's see where you went with this now. Now look what we're doing.
You're the one rambling. I
am rambling. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.